Italy says it has achieved a transactions in Malta to end the conundrum of a safe vessel twisted for 5 days in more than rather than 230 migrants on executive board. The lifeline will dock in Malta, but some countries consisting Italy and France will as well get the migrants. Italy's Interior Design Secretary has charged the Mersey-run sea vessels of operational a cab facility for migrants. He added how illicit migrants were venturing their lives by manufacturing the travel. A patient occupant was vacuumized to Malta of the lifeline on Monday overnight. France CEO Emmanuel Macron affirmed how France was one of 6 countries who would get in a few half a dozen individuals onto AFP. But he as well told the lifeline had acted versus all rules. The Malta authorities scheduled to explore the lifeline skipper's actions, unsuspecting how he had defied an Italian procedure to let the Libyan Coast Guard choose up the migrants. Malta has not taken into account detailed information of the transactions, that does not expand to some sea vessels. Meantime, 108 migrants been undertaken onshore in Italy of a Dutch canister vessel. The Alexander Maersk was permitted to dock in the Sicilian seaport of Pozzallo. The controversy above the lifeline echoes how that enclosed the Aquarian, whose 630 migrants were eventually undertaken to the Spanish seaport of Valencia recent 1 week, following creature locked by Italy and Malta. Italy's new narrative by the government has closed its ports to save sea vessels managed by charities in the Mediterranean. Proverb its EU partners must stake the load of looking following migrants selected up off Libya's shore. EU leaders person hard talks on the immigrant meltdown at a Brussels summit conference on Thursday. More than rather than 600,000 migrants go onshore in Italy with 2014, the highest Mediterranean inflow. Charities and humane rights campaigners say migrants person severe risks in Libya at the hands of human beings smuggling gangs and militias. They as well claim how human beings escaping war and harassment include a order to refuge. In latter year refugees of Syria, Iraq and some war zones led for the EU. Italy, the purpose for largest of the migrants of polar Africa, wants EU penalties for countries' refusal to take a quote framework. The Visegrad team, Poland, Hungary, the Bohemian Republic and Slovak, reject to get in any migrants of some EU state. Mr. Salvini, on a trip to Libya on Monday, named for immigrant handling centers to be set up in African countries, a concept as well supported by France. Refuge claims could be evaluated up migrants hazard their lives in the Mediterranean, but African governments include shown slight or no passion for the concept.